Welcome back to Baker's Man. I haven't looked at all the comments yet. We're gonna do a poll soon for the new name. I did see some good options pop in there, but let's get started. We did move the grain mill, so let's go look at it in a new spot over here. And I fixed the money and all that because, oh, yeah. Let's fix that too. Terrain looks a little rough. Let's try to soften it a little bit. And it seems so far the landscaping tools seem a little bit easier to use. Like they react a little better. Are we not in the zone? Okay, let's try to sneak back here. There we go. We'll dump what we have in here. It's a little over 4,000, 4,600. And we'll need to get that activated again, but we've got it moved and I want to make sure, yeah, things are looking like they're supposed to look in here. So let's get the wheat activated. And we're just losing whatever was left over because I have no idea what was ours in that large amount that it was saying. But let's back up. It looks like we moved a little bit out of the zone. Get the rest of this dumped. There we go. All right. That should get us going there. And there's just not much to do in December. I know that's where we left off last episode, but I wanted to get this all sorted out before we move forward. Let's run to the house and make it January and see if there's any contracts that are worth doing and then kind of go from there. But we got that solved. That's not where we sleep. Why did I jump the fence? All right, we're sitting at $71,000 to start January. Nothing to do on our farm. Contracts just don't look that great right now. I think we're just gonna kind of skip to spring potentially when some contracts might help. I was tempted to rush the money for the field next to us, but I don't think we're gonna be doing that because we can't even plant anything right now that would make sense for us. But let's take a look at it over here. And it's green beans and we don't have anything to harvest that. So gonna move through time a little quick right now. Let's head back home. Take a nap. Decent amount of snow and contracts are just about the same. Yeah, let's look at used market too, just in case. Oh no, that is so tempting. The rest of these we really can't use. This we could eventually to cultivate, but it's not any better than what we have. It's actually smaller, and this one we don't have enough power for. Oh, that's so tempting. I would love to have one of those, but I think we need to pass on that. Let's make sure the flour is getting produced correctly over here and everything's looking all right. And we do have a decent amount of wheat left. One pallet has spawned so far, so we're back in business and the snow's going away. I guess it's time to make it spring. I think this one will go ahead and I'm gonna borrow, 87. I think we're gonna do both of these. Let's go ahead and accept this contract and borrow this one. And we'll take the John Deere over, start doing some hoeing, get some weeds out for them. That'll be a little bit of money to make. We gotta find something to do. Otherwise, we're just gonna be skipping right through this entire year, just straight to the harvest. But I wanna use our time a little more wisely than that. And let's see, where are we headed? I think we're going, let's go ahead, we'll head to 66 first and make sure it's gonna let us use this equipment. Pretty sure we've done this before though. This should be a quick little $5,000 about for us. And then we'll take a look at what pops up in April, but we're moving quick. Oh, look at this bad boy. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be quick. Yeah. Let's get the guidelines on because I'm hoping this is just up and down that we have to go, but we'll find out here in a second. It looks like it. I would love to set this up without headlands if it would just let us. Maybe we can get that patched eventually. It's lowered down and it does seem to be applying. Percentage is going up and at 15 miles an hour. Boy, this is just gonna happen super fast. Easy money. Haven't bought FS25 yet? You can use the partner code FSSWU. You can find the link in the description. Your support goes a long ways at helping out this channel. Well, only 42% there. So I guess we'll do the middle after we do the other side here. But yeah, super quick, easy money here. No reason to pass this one up. 91%, 92%, yeah, perfect. We'll drive down to the other field to get that going in a second. But yeah, I think this was wise. Definitely think this was wise. There it is. Let's go ahead and fold on up. And then I believe it was pretty far this way that we need to head. Yep. We'll wander on over there and I'll see you in a moment. And this field's a little bit bigger. I mean, it's a lot longer, so and wider. It's just bigger. It's just bigger. So it'll take a little bit longer to do. We'll do a nice little time lapse for you here. Let's get it done. And last pass here on the contracts. We're definitely going to be moving through time a little quicker on this until we have a lot of work to do throughout the entire year. So it'll be a little quicker than I normally go through series, but let's go ahead and collect both of these missions. And we're sitting at 76,000 bucks. Let's look again. Just want to make sure we're not passing up anything that's just irresistible, and I don't think we are. Nothing else really to take care of here. We don't have any animals. So yeah, looking good, growing slowly. We might be getting all the way to that harvest this episode. We'll see what happens. All right, April's looking good. We got some special offers in here. Okay, what does that go to? I don't even... What do you attach that? Header is attached to forage harvesters. Okay, and then we got a nice Mack truck and a potato harvester. Oh, that would be interesting if we're doing that, but we're not. Let's take a look at contracts again. It's gotta be like planting yet. Not yet, huh? Cultivating, not really worth it. Another hoeing, I don't wanna just do that. Weeding, all right. Hello, May. Just flying through months right now. Field's looking good. Oh, that's something we could use. 55% off too. Sugarcane trailer, and then that's still there. Oh man, yeah, we don't have that yet. Kind of wanted to get some mods for that. Fertilizer, just not the best contracts coming in. Yeah, I don't think we can pass on that. We're gonna go ahead and buy it. I do want to see what this would cost. Just get it. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Okay, that's ours. But we're down to 55,000. The expansion might be a little slow. Let's see, a time-saving stocks for flowers, not till January. So yeah, that's gonna have to just sit that way. But let's make sure this isn't just burning production costs now. And it is. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's deactivate that. We have another pallet in there. So 3 pallets right now and 700 extra. We're really gonna make it June? Make it June and do one of the harvests? It's time. I think we're gonna. Might as well. No, nothing else to do. Kind of nice. I like moving this quick. I'm sure there's some good contracts. We'll take a peek later, but it is June. It's time to get this harvest started. And I'm just gonna get into it. Get some work done here. Some good barley. And let's make sure we're dropping the swath. We wanted to do that. I think what we will do this time is potentially lease a forage wagon and pick it up that way, and it'll be cheaper to be able to make the money off of it and not lose money because of the leasing costs or lose as much money. But we can also take a look and see if there's anything worth buying, but my eyes are definitely fixated on expanding soon. And this field directly in front of us is super tempting since it's close to being able to be harvested. So we'll take a look at that after this harvest. But so we can do this easier, let's go ahead and make sure we are set up and doing this on the guidelines so it makes it easier to do the baling ourselves, so we can use the guidelines for that as well. Do the headlands first, like I always do in harvests, and then we will do the ups and downs. And already 1,400 barley should be good. And finishing the first headland, and it looks like we got a decent amount of hail damage on the field, which is going to affect a little bit of our crop, but that shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to go ahead and lift and do the end row up here next. Unlock, please. There we go. And it should be pretty good progress here. We got 61% in the header already. And that was the wrong button. Don't damage the crops. There we go. Continue on, do this second headland, and miss just a hair there. Let's get that now because yeah, we get it on the ups and downs. And finishing headland number 2, and we should be full here. We'll get all of this sent over to the grain mill. Should get us a nice start here, and I feel like we're doing everything we should. And rushing expanding might not be needed because it feels like things are going good. I did want to start getting chickens potentially, but I want to make sure we're really turning a profit and have a larger harvest really before we do that. And really, until we need to produce cakes, we don't really need the eggs. So just make wise decisions as a business owner here, like I would do in real life if it was mine. And that's how we're gonna run this. But we'll get this completely emptied over to the grain mill and get it activated. And at this point, I'm hoping for, yeah, like two more harvesters full would be nice. I don't know if we'll get there. We'll get close. All right, let's make sure we get close enough this time so we don't have to back out. Making a path all the way over here. It's probably needed. Oh, that trigger's just not the best. That's unfortunate. Still, there it is. I was gonna say, still not showing up. That's crazy. But all right, that's dumping in. Let's head on over here, open the production, and get it activated. If it didn't automatically. Barley activate. Whoa, barley activated. There we go. All right, let's get this back over to the harvester and get back to the harvest. Park it right here for now and back at it. Then getting another harvester full, but no way we'll get that third one. This one's gonna just fill up by the end of this pass, and then we got 2 passes to do. So we'll unload the cart, finish the harvest, and then move the grain around. And sneaking on up here, get this unloaded. We did customize the color of this trailer. It is a little different. I was playing around with the new mod to customize the colors in the store. While that's doing that, let's go ahead and show that. So we kind of hopped in here. We'll just grab this one. Does not have it, but this one does. So we go to the color wheel here. We go to custom. Just kind of move it around wherever you want. Can do some funky colors. Yeah, look at that. Come over here. We could do nice. I don't even know what that is. That's pretty cool looking though. We're gonna be utilizing that feature a ton in this playthrough and basically playthroughs moving forward. But let's go ahead, finish these last 2 passes here after this one. Let's see how much barley we got. We're at 16,000 so far. Another 3,000 for good measure here. I dig it. Should be, you know, more than enough to keep the production going. I don't know how long. We could do the math again. Whoops, forgot to raise the header there. I thought I did. But we don't know how long. We'll have to do the calculations and double check how much grain it's gonna take to run this silo throughout a whole year. And there's the spot, so we'll get that unloaded, get this by the wheat field ready for our harvest in July. And I think what we're gonna do is do that harvest first, and then we'll rent the equipment to pick up the straw. Now I'm wondering if we can get better luck with the trigger or the zone here by pulling in this way. Let's see. Not really, you really gotta hug it. Okay. So we'll do that. Sheesh. I don't remember it being that sensitive of a spot. Like, what else do you want here? Come on, game. As close as I can here. There it goes. All right, let's look at the production now. We should have, we'll let it finish first. Always rushing. All right, it's all in there. 19,121 outside of the little bit it's already produced so far. Pretty solid. Let's shut that off for now. Double check some contracts here. I'm looking for large dollar amounts that make it really feel like it's worth doing, and I don't see them yet. Yeah, these little harvests just don't intrigue me at all. Baling doesn't really either. So let's head home. It's gonna be July. Great demand at the grain mill. Flour prices are not good, but that would be grain that they're looking for. So our field is ready, but I am eyeing this field back here. Let's visit it. 50% fertilized, only a 45% yield bonus, but we would get a bunch of oats right now and be able to turn these into one field, which was my plan. It'd be a weird shape to begin with, but eventually we'll get 47. So I think I am gonna borrow some money right now. We're starting to know how our finances are. I'm feeling confident in this. So we'll borrow, so we have 100 and I think we'll do 120. So yeah, 124. So we have a little bit of money left over and we'll go ahead and buy it. So we got 2 more harvests to do. Let's go ahead, waste no time on that. We'll do our wheat harvest first and then the oats after that. It won't take long to pay off that loan. And that's the big thing to me is I know the money's gonna come in with the flour we're producing. And we should be good. We should be real good. We are gonna take a look at the production and do some math though and see if we need to store some grain or just sell the grain if we have too much now to produce in a year in the flour mill. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we look into possibly getting another one. And we got a full harvester here. Looking pretty good. But I think we do need to take some time to do that math and see where we're at about adding the grain in here. I don't know. I don't know. So we'll do the math. We'll figure that out before we drop this in the silo. All right, let's do some math. Let's do some maths. So I'm pulling up my calculator on my phone. This is how I always do it. I could show it on screen, but I'm lazy. 48 cycles times 12. That's 576 cycles a year times 30 for how much barley it uses a year. That's 17,280. So we're already there. We are already there. So I don't believe it runs in parallel. Like even the wheat has 252 cycles times 12 would be 3,000 times 5 wheat would be 15,000 wheat. So we could put a little bit in there and see, but I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get to 9 o'clock and then I'm gonna write the numbers down and see if they dropped as much as they should by 10 o'clock. And then we'll continue on with the harvest if we can even get the wheat in here by then. Yeah, there we go. And I'm holding on reverse so we don't slip out of the zone like we did last time, but we did. There we go, all of it's in there. Okay, let's reactivate wheat and we'll check the numbers right at 9 o'clock. And slow it down. Okay, so wheat we have 7994 and I'm gonna do a screenshot. And then I'll look at the screenshot later. Let's get it to 10. We'll figure this out. All right, we're at 10. We're gonna slow it down, take a look at this. Let me pull up that screenshot. Okay, so for barley, if we're doing one cycle, so let's hold on. Let's slow this down. So if we did 48 cycles in a day divided by 24 hours, that would be 2 cycles. So it should have used 60 barley if it was working in parallel, and it used 60. So flour should have used, or wheat, let's go to wheat now. 252 divided by 24 is 10.5. So a cycle, so we did 10.5 cycles an hour times 5 is 52.5. So 7994 minus 7941 is 53. They 100% are working in parallel. So we will continue to fill up with the oats up to around 15,000. So we'll do the entire next load, or with the wheat, we'll do the entire next load. And then we'll do the calculation as well for the oats, because I just don't want to put more than we can produce in a year in here. But that was a nice little detour, whoops, from the harvest. But it's time to get back at it. Let's get it done. And unloading the second hopper full. So this 8,000 will go to the grain mill, but the rest we'll put in the silo and sell when the price is best for wheat. Let's see when that is. Should be at the bottom of the first section. That's gonna be December. And then we'll have to figure out the calculation on the oats because that'll be the next thing we harvest. And we'll see how many of them we wanna keep versus sell, but just one pass to go, so not a ton extra to sell, but all trending in the right direction. But also now that we know that we can have all 3 crop types in there and get triple the production, I don't think we're gonna blend these into one field yet. I think we're gonna take advantage of that and have 3 different crops, and we'll just rotate which crops in which field. So this one will probably be, I don't know, oats, wheat in front of us, and barley to the left, potentially. All right, that's all done. We'll go ahead and directly dump this in the silo and go straight to that oat field. No reason not to. I think it was wise to make that decision, buying that new field. And here we go, another field with straw. So we're gonna make a decent amount of money off the straw. And I already forgot, what did we take out loan-wise? Finances, loan is $70,000 to get this field. So it'd be nice to pay that. It would be great to pay that off prior to selling the flour if we could find some decent harvests and contracts. But either way, everything is driving us towards that goal of getting the bakery up and running and making cakes. We're still in the first calendar year. The first year. This is our 12th month right now. Pretty awesome. Well, the headlands are all done and we only have 80% in the harvester. So I don't think we'll have to be really worried about math this time, but we will. Let's get this little skinny row here and we'll just do the ups and downs now. And is this, yeah, this is worth doing. I was gonna say, do we just need to move over a lane? But no, we'll do it this way. A couple more passes after this and we'll be done. But not too exciting because they didn't fertilize it enough and they didn't treat the weeds, but we do know we'll get about twice the output from it next year. And there's our first 8,000. Let's go ahead and dump the wheat. I forgot to do that earlier. And we'll get that unloaded and finish the harvest, but I see no reason in even doing the math. Be nice to know long term. I'm sure all that information will be online eventually as well. Oh, squeezing close and hit the pole. Like, just come on. Like, I want to know. I do have super strength enabled because I messed up, but I want to know. We're barely not in the trigger. If we move right to there, is that going to do it? It did. So both wheels being in between the little stickers down there, or paint. What are those called? Let me know what those are called. But that seems to be where we need to be, and it's just too tight of a squeeze. But pretty confident that we can unload this the one time and finish the harvest. And while we're doing that, let's start looking at the forage wagons, if we can find them. So that would be under, what would that be under? Loaders? I don't see them. Are they just under trailers? Where are they? Grassland. So they're under grassland, but we can pick up straw with them. So horsepower is probably gonna be a problem. We can go potentially with this Fendt, which has 40 meters. Would probably be safer to just go for this 35 meter one, and even safer to go for the Pottinger here. Silage additive, no, we don't need that. So what would this be to lease? 4 grand. We need to make about 4 grand from the straw. So that potentially might be what we do. And finishing up the last pass here. But I did want to hop into the production and take a look at the oats numbers because I just want to make sure. So 120 times 12 is 1440 times 15, 21,000. Yeah, so we're not going to have anywhere close to a year's worth of oats, but that'll be fine. Yeah, look at this. Already almost 3 pallets yet to spawn, so we should have just about 5 pallets of flour. We can already see our max value right now is looking at around $12,000. And that's without, you know, any production really going on. That's just about a month and a half, I think, worth of production, of the production running. What? I guess that's the lime texture. Boy, it looked weird from far away. All right, let's dump this in, then we'll move the trailer and do that. And then we're gonna double check the horsepower of the Challenger and figure out exactly what we want to lease to pick up all this straw. Oh boy. That's going to be a process. I guess the header doesn't need to be on while we're driving this way, but just need to sneak in here. That should be good enough. I'm totally modifying these. Make the trigger bigger. Okay, we hop in here, we go ahead and activate oats. And I really hope our experiment was accurate. Whoops, pulled away a little too soon there. Done with the harvester. We'll probably need to do maintenance on it before doing the next harvest, but we'll see you in about a year there, harvester. And the other 8,000 oats to take over. It would have been close if this field was 100% fertilized and if the weeds were taken care of. I think we would have got close to that 21,000 number. So we're gonna pretty much double the output next year from that field. It'll be a different crop type, but it'll be better. Go get this 8,000 in here. And while that's tipping, let's go ahead and hop into this menu. Vehicles Challenger is 160 horsepower. So let's go ahead and hop back in here. Forage wagons. I mean, we could pull these off. This one's 40. Yeah, let's see how much leasing this is. Covered, no. 7,000. Yeah, I don't think that's wise. I think we will go with this one. Well, let's see how much this one is. Let's see. 5,000. Nah. I'll drive a little more. I'll drive a little more, just under 4,000 for this one. And it's first time using the Challenger in a little bit in this series. Let's go get the forage wagon. See how long it takes to fill it up to know how annoyed we're gonna be. And we'll probably find the sales location so I can do this in a nice time lapse for you guys. Not sure how long it's gonna take. Might be a montage. Yeah, let's find the sales location because that'll determine which field I want to start with. So let's go to prices and we'll find straw. I believe that would be under miscellaneous. It's not. They put it under crops, huh? Or what is this? Fruit types? Straw is under a fruit type. Prices aren't the best, but we have nowhere to really store this. So we will go to the animal dealer. We'll have that tagged because it's not too far away. So we'll start with field 46, and I'm really hoping this thing can really handle pulling this when it's full so we can do this efficiently in decent amount of time. But it is activated. 11 miles an hour is not bad, and we could go ahead and do this and set it to 6 as the width. Oh, let's go to steering assistance. Being able to type in here would be lovely. 2 headlands, those do line up perfect. All right, let's go. It's not filling up too fast yet. I'm hoping to get at least the headland done. I don't know, similar to the harvester would be nice, but no way. All right, let's get it done. Not sure if that lifted because of weight or if it lifted because of me, but I did interrupt our nice time lapse for that. Let's go ahead and lower it again, go back on this field, lock in. I think I hit the wrong button. All right, let's keep going. There's our first 26,000. We'll go ahead and head to the store, see how much money this load makes us. See you in a minute. And I believe it's going to be just a hair under $2,600 here. So this will definitely pay for itself after 2 loads, and then everything else is going to be profit. As long as we don't go over an hour of operating time. Yeah, 2,591. So we're looking good. I'll see you on the other side. And the time's not moving. And it's already paid for itself with the first field being done. So this is going to be super profitable, but time consuming. But at the end of the day, I don't think this takes much more time than it would if we were baling these up and putting them on a trailer. We'd have to lift them. We'd have to move them all around. We don't really have a good sized trailer for all the bales either. So that would be more cost. So this is definitely the most cost effective way to do it. And at the end of the day, like I said, it might not even be that much more time consuming. And here we are, 3rd time selling here. Should put us above 25,000. And the price has dropped a little bit, but not a lot since we started with time moving on. So it seems like the prices are on their way down right now. But let's keep on keeping on. Rinse and repeat. So based on my estimates here, I think we'll get about $6,000 more for this field, which is real good. And then the other field is gonna be a lot lower yield, but maybe another 6,000 from there. So if we're sitting close to 40 when we get done, that would be nice. Yeah, we're on the 3rd field and the yield doesn't seem as good. We're at $30,000 now. I don't think we'll quite get to 40. And now my new goal is definitely gonna be 36 or 35,000, I should say. But that's good, pretty good day. And it's gonna be close to that 40 number. We're definitely getting that 36 or 35. See where this puts us. We only have about a pass and a half left of the big field, but this is I'm pleasantly surprised. I do want to jump in here and take a look at the rented vehicle. We're showing 0.7 hours on it right now. It's going to be close to get that tick over. Hopefully that doesn't happen before we can return it. But let's go finish up the rest of this that we have to pick up and see if we get another $1,500 to put us at 40 grand. That would be lovely. It appears that it's going to be an annoyingly close number to 40,000. We have 55% in here, which won't quite get us 1,500. I don't think. I think it's going to get us like 1,400. That's annoying. We'll see though. Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. All right, here we are. Last time dumping. We're just going to return it from here as well to not risk it. I don't think the time ticks over when it's not being ran, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's so annoyingly close. So annoyingly close. Oh man, almost Almost did it. All right, that's returned. Oh man, $39,938. We're gonna head home, gonna take a look at some things, but that'll do it for this episode. We'll get through the planting season next episode, as well as probably means we'll get through all of winter. We're gonna move a little bit quicker through this series than we are through the Riverbend Springs one, and I hope that's enjoyable. I think it's gonna make for a really good viewing experience. I'm Socksway Up. I will catch you on the next episode.